I am here with Pastor Ty Smack, and I'm going to ask him a few questions for our Remnant newsletter. So, Pastor Ty,
how are you?
How are you?
I'm well.
I know that Pastor has served an important part in your life. Can you expound on that a little bit?
Pastor has been a huge mentor to me, and that matters. Mentor is not just a play on words, but it's a man who is willing to take another male, female, whomever God puts on their heart on a tour through this life. It's much like what Jesus did with the disciples, and so when I use the term mentor in reference to pastor, it's not a light term. And so even when I left New Jersey, one of the things my pastor there asked me kind of was like trying to figure out where I was going. I told him it was one of my mentors, and that kind of let him be more at ease. And so Pastor Duncan has been an amazing mentor, directly, indirectly. I've watched him and how he served people, and he just happened to be more his blueprint of how God has laid his life out tend to fit my life and my heart and the way God has put me together, wired me. It looks a lot more like his, and so.
So what or when did you realize that it was time to come?
After my last time here, I think it was Pastor's 57th birthday, and I spoke, and there was a lot of things going on that particular weekend, but Saturday, my wife, right before I got here, my wife and I just finished a book called Soar by Bishop T.D. Jakes. And so we were just really been praying about where to soar our food truck business. And when I came here, I was eating at a restaurant, and I was like, when I'm here, the food is always so good. And somebody just casually threw out, it may have been Pastor Rich, that Richmond is something per capita right now for food trucks. So I kind of looked it up through the conversation to my wife. At the time, my wife was like, I'm not moving to Richmond, right? And so I was like, no, just, we've been praying about, I just feel something. And it was the Sunday morning when I walked out. They just so happened, and I don't know why this particular thing, but as I look in hindsight, I believe it was a God thing. When I walked out, they put a picture on the screen. Normally, it would be a picture of a person, a person. Like a headshot or something, and it'll say their name. Yes. But it was a picture of my mentor hugging me, and it said "Welcome home." And it was like, okay, I'm
affirmation. Tell us a little bit more about your family structure. We met your wife through the wonderful food that you served here. How many children do you have, and how long have you been married? Okay.
4 children, Deja, Deanna, Tyler, Tyson. So 3 girls and a son. We've been married for 12 years. The chef that you just finished talking about. I have 4 children altogether. My wife and I have 2 children. The younger 2 are me and my wife's children.
What is your vision here at Faith and Family Church? What do you see yourself doing? Where do you see the church going?
So the vision that I see is the same vision that the house already has, being in the community and building families and all those things, but even to a even greater level, whatever God can use, the influence that I have, the energy that I have, the resources that I have, all those things, none of those things are off the table. I hope I answered that effectively.
You answered that effectively. Do you have any parting words for Pastor or the congregation of Faith and Family Church as we transition into our new sanctuary?
I would say from this day forward, from the time I don't know if they're reading this, seeing this, hearing this, however, but from this day forward, it would be a disservice for us not to walk on the campus of this church, roll ourselves out of bed, put our feet on the ground without setting an expectation to see God do amazing things. If He can take us from now what we call a family center to a worship center, what else can He do?